The single best reason to believe in God is the question of why is there anything?
How's that?
Why is there something rather than nothing? That is a question that non-believers cannot answer.
Well, it does seem like a pretty deep question.
No, it is not deep at all. This is a very simple matter. It should have a simple answer.
Okay, so why is there something rather than nothing?
That's right.
Maybe that's just the way things are. Why would nothing be more likely than something? I mean, there's a lot of different ways to have something, but only one way to have nothing.
No, nothing is the right way for things to be if there is not something.
Uh, do you mean that if there were a lot of universes, most of them would have nothing?
That's right.
How many universes have you seen?
I don't need to see any at all. I know that's how they would be because I use common sense. They definitely would be filled with nothing.
Your common sense tells you how other universes would be?
That's right.
Okay, so common sense tells you that really there should be nothing,
That's right.
but we see that there's something,
That's right.
so all that something has to be explained somehow.
That's right.
But maybe the something was just always there.
No, something cannot exist forever. That's utterly impossible.
But nothingness can exist forever?
That's right. The universe should have been nothingness forever and ever.
But maybe the somethingness just popped into existence on its own.
That's impossible. Nothing pops into existence on its own. Everything must have a cause, something that causes it to exist.
Does common sense tell you that?
That's right.
So let me make sure I understand the problem. The universe should have been nothing, but there is actually something, and it's impossible for the something to have existed forever, and it's impossible for the something to have come into existence on its own.
Exactly right. And the non-believer has no answer for that at all.
Okay, so how does God help you with that?
Because it was God who made the something.
Oh, okay, got it. And who made God?
What?
Well, God is a something, and every something must have a cause, so there must be something else that caused God to exist, right? Maybe an older God?
No, there is only one God, and nothing caused God.
He just popped into existence?
No, nothing just pops into existence. God existed forever.
But but I thought it's impossible for something to exist forever. Everything else has something else that caused it to exist, you said.
Yes, but not God,
Why not God?
because God is special in that way.
Why is God special in that way?
Because God exists outside of time. Therefore, he does not need a beginning.
Wait, things can exist outside of time?
Absolutely.
So why can't the universe just exist outside of time? That way, it doesn't need a beginning or a cause.
No, that is not allowed.
Why not?
Because The universe is complex, and everything complex has a cause.
Why does something complex need a cause?
Because complexity must be caused. It is not natural. Things that have many parts must be assembled and designed to work together.
Okay, so something complex must be caused, but isn't God complex too?
No, absolutely not. God is simple. In fact, God is ultimately simple.
Like an amoeba?
No, much simpler. He has no parts or divisions whatsoever.
Then how did he create the universe?
What?
I mean, I can't imagine something that simple even folding a napkin, let alone creating a universe.
How an ultimately simple God could create a complex universe is a very deep question that no one can answer.
You're not worried about a question no one can ever answer?
There's no reason to fear questions. We are only human after all. Only God knows everything.
How does he know everything if he's so simple?
That is a very deep question that no one can answer.
Oh, okay then. But how could God create something if he is outside of time?
He just willed it into existence.
Does something so simple have a will? Don't you need a brain to have a will?
That is a very deep question that no one can answer.
But but I mean, if there's no time, there's no change, right? Change implies time. So if there was nothing, wouldn't there just keep on being nothing forever? And wouldn't God just keep on doing whatever he was doing forever? Is that a deep question too?
No, that is a stupid question.
Oh, I know. God is special and he can change even without time.
That's right. No, God can never change. He is ultimately simple and perfect. Something perfect cannot change.
Oh, so how did a changeless God create something new that didn't exist?
That is a very deep question that no one can answer.
It is? And that doesn't bother you?
No, because I am not afraid of questions. Questions are very healthy.
But don't difficult questions like that make you think you might be wrong about something?
No, they are not difficult. They are deep. We should expect deep questions when we ask about the nature of the universe. This is not a simple matter.
Oh, okay. So I guess in your view, then, the real question is why is there God rather than nothing?
What?
Well, you said the question for non believers is why is there something rather than nothing? So isn't the question for you why is there God rather than nothing?
That's not a meaningful question at all.
It's not?
No, because God has to exist. Otherwise, there would just be nothing.
But don't you have to explain why there's something rather than nothing?
No, why would I have to explain that?
Because you said non believers can't explain it, and you can.
That's right. They have no answers.
So, what is your answer?
God created the something. I explained that. Have you even been listening at all?
Oh, sorry. So, the reason there's a God rather than nothing is.
A very deep question that no one can answer, and we should not expect to. There is no shame in that.
Oh, but just to be clear, if I have a question about the universe that I can't answer.
You are in denial and should be deeply ashamed.
That's what I thought.
That's right.
Well, you do seem very sure of yourself.
That's right.